Welcome back. This is lesson 2, part 2. So next we are going to be taking a look at making sure to put everything in proper form. So converting mixed numbers to improper, improper to mixed, and making fractions into decimals. We're also going to be taking a look at fraction operations. So this will conclude lesson 2 when you're done with the lesson and the practice for this. So let's go ahead and take this in our journal. And there we go. And to make a mixed number into an improper fraction, we need to do Texas. Only weird thing about Texas is that you actually do the x's first. So 3 times 2 is where you're actually going to start. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 1 is 7. So we'll have a new numerator of 7 over 3. You're going to try the one right below. To make an improper fraction into a mixed number, we're going to go top in, bottom out, and divide. But not like decimal dividing. We're going to actually want this to turn into a fraction. 8 goes into 27 3 times. 3 times 8 is 24. We subtract. And we always are going to keep the same denominator, but the leftovers go up on top for our numerator. So we get 3 3/8. All right. For the last part, if I want to make a fraction into a decimal, I need to convert the fraction portion. So this is what's going to turn into a decimal. So I'm going to go top in, bottom out. I need to put a decimal and a 0 right here. Bring up that decimal point. 5 goes into 30 6 times. Now that's just converting the fraction part of this number. The whole number is still a whole number. We have 3.6. So that would be converted into a decimal. Now let's take a look at our fraction foldable. So we already have our decimals from before. Now we're going to have fractions. This foldable is just a little bit different. We're actually going to fold it inwards on the dotted lines. And this is going to be fraction operations. We're going to cut the flaps. Glue it in. I'm like a gluing ninja. So fast. Boom. Okay. For dividing, let's actually start here with the multiplication. Multiplying is the easiest. You guys always are trying to do too much when you get to multiply because it's so easy. But the numbers got kind of chopped off. Let's make this 2/3 and 1/5 right here. When you multiply, make improper and go straight across. Draw a little arrow there, showing that we just go straight across. Well, there's no fractions to make improper, so it is just 1/5. I should draw a 5 here, not a 3 times 2/3. And I just go straight across. 1 times 2 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15. That's it. We're done. Simplified already because there are no common factors. 2 goes into 2 only by 2 or 1. So we're good there. Okay. And 15 is only divisible by 3 and 5 or 15. Done with multiply. Super easy. Divide. We divide by making, let's zoom in, playing with this camera here. Okay. By making it improper, and then we want to keep flip change or keep flip flop. So just put K, F, and then put a C here or an F here. I don't know, whichever one you feel better with. So either keep flip flop or keep flip change. And that just means that we are going to keep 1/3 as 1/3. We need to make 1 1/4 into a improper fraction, which we just looked at. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 1 more is 5 over 4. I'm actually going to rewrite this. Keep, flip, flop. All right, 1/3. We're going to flip, divide into multiply, and flop the second fraction. Now we're just back to multiply. Easy peasy. Go straight across. We got 4 over 15. Nice. We don't even have to simplify. It's already simplified. All right. Next we're on to adding and subtracting. We have 2 strategies. We still need to make them improper first if they are a mixed number, but we can either use butterfly or common denominator. For number 1, or for this one, I'm going to use common denominator. That just means what denominator could both 6 go into and a 12 go into? Well, they can both go into 12. 12 can go into 12 one time. 12 can go into 12 one time. 6 can go into 12 2 times. So that's a common thing that they can both go into. I need to make 6 into a 12 though by multiplying the top and bottom by 2. And multiply the top and bottom by 1 to have 12 go into 12, which I know is just kind of silly. Just showing you that that's how they have the same denominator. And just make sure though, I personally put my numerators with the operation over the common denominator. So we have 5 minus 11 over 12. That way we can see signs are different. So we're going to subtract. And I have more negatives than positives. I can still simplify. Divide the top and bottom by 6. 6 divided by 6 is 1. 12 divided by 6 is 2. And I get negative 1/2. All right, last one. For addition, same thing. We have common denominator or we can do butterfly. Whew, these are some big numbers. I'm going to show butterfly. For butterfly, you need to loop up your cross products. And the first step on butterfly is multiplying, just like the first step on common denominators was to multiply. I'm going to multiply though through my butterfly. So 4 times 9 is 36. 15 times 8. I'm going to be lazy and use a calculator because these numbers are too big for me. Let's see, turn it on. We're going to go 15 times 8, 120. There's some big ugly numbers. And now you got to do your common denominator or butterfly booty. There you go, 15 times 9 is 135. Just like before, you put your numerators with the operation on top of that common denominator, even though that's a huge common denominator. And we have 156 over 135. Big, ugly fraction. You can make it improper, I mean a mixed number, because it is improper, or I'm just gonna leave it B, because that's a lot. Okay, nice job on part 2. When you are done with this practice, so the fraction and decimal practice, you are ready for your quiz. So you'll get checked off and go on to your quiz. Nice job. I know today was a bit longer than normal, but you're doing great. All right, nice job. Bye-bye.